Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, fantastic day out there. And I think I have something a little different up for everybody today in line, and we'll see what everyone thinks. So, today, what I want to talk about is time management and organization. And you're probably thinking, whoa, wait, I am perfectly organized. I have my time management down to a T. Maybe so, maybe not. It just depends. And you would be very surprised to see how much more effective your business could be if you had proper time management and proper organization to things. And that's really a big part of where people fail is they could be great salespeople, you could have all the great products, you could know things in and out, but if you're not organized, and if you do not have time management to make things happen, a lot of things are going to slip through the cracks, right? That's not what you want. You want to build a good business. You want to have good clients. You want to make sure you're there for your clients. That's what needs to be put into place. So when you're organized, how do you organize customer information, right? Where is your client information at? Where's your prospect information at? Do you keep lists on paper? That's okay. That's an old school way of doing things. Or are you a little more modern? You keep everything on an Excel sheet or Google sheet, right? Or do you have a different program, a program that's set up in your quoting system where you can keep track of all those things? All those things are good possibilities. Myself, I prefer Google. I like Google Sheets. I keep client information on there, prospect information on there, and then I can keep on rolling back to it, right? And when it comes down to it, are you setting aside the right amount of time to follow up with people? Are you setting aside time to have those quarterly, yearly, bi-monthly, however it is that you do it with your clients, reviews? Right? Are you setting aside time for those, or setting aside time looking at life events that are happening to see if you can build more prospects that way? Right? You have to allot yourself some time. Are you using a calendar system? If you are not using a calendar, to set up reminders, to keep your day scheduled properly, to make sure that the flow is going, you're behind the times and behind the ball. Right? You want to get on that as soon as possible because that's going to keep you so organized, you're not going to forget anything. I forget things. I hate it when I forget, but I do. We all do. But if you have something that's going to set a reminder, that's going to be on your calendar, that's going to pop up on your phone, that's going to pop up on your computer, that way you don't forget, you're going to be in a much better position. And you're going to find that you're following up with more, less is falling through the cracks, and when that happens, you're going to produce more business. Biggest reason why agents fail in this industry is their follow-up. It is horrible. Most people stop following up with people after 2 times, 3 times, and then that's it, right? But it takes more than that to get in touch with someone sometimes. It takes more than that to make the sale. So you have to really dedicate time and effort and schedule things out. You just can't do it randomly. I'm going to just randomly call people throughout the day. No, set aside an hour in the morning, then set aside an hour in the afternoon, then set aside an hour in the evening to call or to email, however you're doing it, right? Set up an email system to where it sends out emails automatically on your behalf. There's those kinds of systems out there as well. And that's big because that's going to be a huge time saver. If you can automate things, if you can schedule things, if you can make technology work for you, your time is then spent in front of clients, in front of prospects, talking to them, helping them, showing them their options, and then creating that relationship that's going to maintain them as a client for years to come, right? That's what's going to be important. But the problem is a lot of independent agents don't do that, or even captive agents. Are you using all the systems that they have in place? Most people don't because they see it as silly, or it's too complicated, or too much to worry about. Whatever the excuse is, because that's what they all are, they're excuses, right? You have to make it happen. right? If you can find time to do the things that you love, then you can find the time to put in the effort to build the business that's going to help you continue to do those things that you love. That's what you need to be thinking about. That's what separates the winners from the losers. How much work are you going to put in? Are you going to make excuses? Or are you going to hustle and do it? And that's what makes the big difference between successful people, not successful people. What effort are you willing to put into it to make it happen? How far are you willing to go? How many sacrifices are you willing to make? That's the reality of it. If you can't do any of those things, it's probably not the right business for you. It might not even be good for you to be an entrepreneur at that point. It does take time, it takes effort, and it takes dedication. I've seen so many people fail because they don't want to put in the time or the effort, because they give up too easily before that moment's coming, right? I mean, you could fail 10 times, but what if that 11th time was the time that you were finally going to get it, but you never did anything, right? You stopped after 10. Or you stopped after 3 and the 4th time would have been that time. You don't know unless you keep on trying. And if you keep on putting forth the effort, and if you keep on trying and pushing forward, things will happen. It's all that positive mindset that you have to have when being an entrepreneur and when being in the insurance industry. So remember that. Have systems in place, right? Have good processes for follow-up. All right, if you have to create a grid to where, okay, well, if I don't do this, these are the 2 things I need to do in order to make it happen, right? Have contingencies for things. And if your agency is big enough to where you have people doing things on your behalf, all right, well, make sure that their tasks are specifically laid out. Your customer retention, you're bringing in new business, your cross-selling, whatever it may be, they know what their purpose is. They know what they're supposed to be focused on, which again frees you up as the agent. Right? There's a lot of different ways to do things, a lot of different ways to go about it. But if you have no process, if you are unorganized, and you cannot manage your time, complete failure. That's what's going to happen. And it's not going to be the failure that we've talked about as using it as a tool. It's just going to be straight up failure, and you're done. That's not what you want. You want to be successful. You want to be able to help people. You want to give your family that good life, right? You don't want to have to be grinding until retirement, and then you're so tired by retirement, and it's just like, man, what do I do now, right? Not what you want. So hope that helps. And, as always, if you're someone looking to get into the industry and you're in Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, my contact information will be below. If you're someone who's looking to transition over to the independent side of things, same thing goes as well. More than happy to help you on that journey and help you to get started in this great industry. And please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave comments. More than happy to respond to those. Would really like this channel to be successful, to not only bring information to new agents, to aspiring agents, to agents who have already been in the industry, but also, as this channel grows, also want to get information out on insurance in general to clients, to prospects, to everybody, so they understand the industry a little more. I think enough people take the time to do that. That's what I'm looking to do. Help me make that happen, and let's grow this together. As always, I wish you the best. Put in the work, put in the effort, and you're going to see results. Just do not let the excuses get a hold of you. Until next time. With